What's going on, YouTube? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody doing all right. I tell you what. All right. So, bye. All right. So, 6 month review on Blair. Can't believe it's been 6 months since I've been over here. I tell you what. Anyways, so our 6 month review on Blair. Let's see here. Yeah, Blair. Oh yeah. Well, overall, Blair's a good company. Um, Staff's nice. Everybody's real nice to you. I mean, you're not an ass in a seat over here. You're actually a driver, and you know, no, I've said that about a couple other companies, but over here you're actually treated as a driver, and I actually enjoy it over here because I can call my fleet manager up, sit there on the phone with him, and just bullshit with him if I wanted to. Just stuff like that. Um, you know, they, the owner, the CEO of the company, you can go into the main terminal and walk right into his office and talk to him. That's really good. I mean, how many companies you can do that at, Um, you know, good fuel discounts, stuff like that. I mean, here recently they just added, they got a fuel discount through Petro and TA, which is a 48 cent off the pump price. And then Love's is 25 cent, and Pilot and Flying J is a 15 cent discount. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, overall, I mean, I really think that Blair's a good company. The only thing that I really don't like about Blair is the bounce that you make to go get a load. Um, Sometimes you'll bounce, you know, 200 miles to go get a load, but when you're running your own truck, you can't be afraid to bounce to go get. That may pay. You may bounce 500 miles to go get a load to pay $6,000. Or something like that. Now, I wouldn't bounce 500 miles for a load paying $3,000. But, you know, you guys get what I'm saying. Um, but um, you know, the trucks, they're decent trucks. I mean, they're basic fleet trucks. For P&S, Shelton, Loudoun County Trucking, Red Mountain, MTB, all those guys, P&S owns. So, we get all of our trucks through them. And so, it's not a bad deal, but, like one of the things that I hate over here is that I can't have a power inverter in my truck, not until it's paid for. Um, I don't have a refrigerator, stuff like that. But, you know, the trucks are governed at 65 miles an hour. One of the other things I don't like. But, you know, it is what it is. You got to start somewhere, and but Blair's lease is probably you know one of the better ones that you could do because when I was in orientation, they told me the year previous they had 132 drivers pay their trucks off. They have 132 drivers that pay their trucks off. That's saying something. That means that they got good freight. That means that they actually want you to pay your trucks off. You know, like my fleet manager tells me, he's like, dude, you're one of the better drivers that I've got because when your truck breaks down, you get out there and just run. You actually make the lease work. You actually are making the truck work, and you're making money with it, no matter how much it's in the shop. And I was like, well, yeah. So I got a good fleet manager. I don't know about everybody else here, but so far my experience here has been good. They treated me right. They've done everything that they said that they were going to do for me. And, and each driver is going to have a different experience at every different company. So, my experience may be different than yours or vice versa. So, if, anybody out there watches this video, just remember, everybody's experience is different at every company because it's how professional you are with the company, how you carry yourself, how you handle yourself in certain situations depends on how well you're going to be able to get through to the company and have things happen and get done. And Blair is one of those companies that they actually care about their drivers. I mean, I'm actually saying that. From what I've been able to see. Oh, I already got one. I got one sitting right here. But yeah, I got one of those 12-volt fridge coolers. Works pretty dang good. I mean, it's not like having a refrigerator, but it does the job and does what it needs to do. If you ever get a chance, you guys got to try you some of this. It's Burners. It's a ginger soda. Pretty good. I like it. Anyways, um, far as the trucks, I mean, you get to choose what truck you get, but it's only on availability of what they have. Like me, I really didn't want a Freightliner. I really didn't. But that was all they had up for lease when I went to get my truck. So I got what I could get, which was a Freightliner with a 10-speed transmission. And I'm happy with it. Now, grant you, do I wish it was a Peterbilt or a Kenworth? Yes. But it is what it is. I'll make do with this, clean it up, make it look good, and we'll go on from it and keep it going. The great thing about this truck is it's still got engine warranty up until the first of the year, which I ain't had no problems with the engine. But I ain't saying they ain't gonna be. Still got frame rail cross member warranty on it. Like I said, I got this truck with 451,000 miles on it. Been a good solid truck since I've had it. Other than the DPF issues, but other than that, mechanically the truck's good. I mean, you can't control DPF issues. This emissions garbage that they put on the trucks. that, you know, the EPA needs to do something with over here in the United States and get rid of it. Me, myself personally, my truck would run better without it, get better fuel mileage, and wouldn't probably be in the shop nearly as much as it is if it didn't have it. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I mean, I did work on trucks before I started driving them. So, um, you know, it is what it is. But you got to adapt to, you know, what's on the market that they're selling now. You know, it's just, you know, I really honestly think that these death trucks were brought out as an idea for dealerships to make more money off of us. Honestly, big companies and stuff like that. I think that's the reason why a lot of the trucks have death on them now. But that's probably something that the government is never going to actually admit to. But, you know, then there's another theory of mine is, you know, the death fluid that we run through the trucks, or, you know, some chemical that the government created for biological warfare and all that shit. But ain't nobody going to actually be able to get a definitive answer on that because ain't nobody going to admit to it. And the EPA, it was one of their crackpot ideas to try and make the trucks burn and run cleaner. Somebody needs to denut the motherfucker that actually created this system. So, it's just one of those deals, you know. But for all in all, if anybody's thinking about doing a lease purchase and all that, I would definitely tell you, if you're going to lease an older truck or something like that, like I did, make sure you got money set aside. Because I started with having $10,000 built up into a savings account before I got my truck that I've got now. And first couple months of breakdowns, it drained it. It drained that sound. And I tell you right now, it ain't a good feeling when you look at your wife and she goes, "Well, how are we going to pay this month?" Knowing that you ain't got no money. I'll tell you that. Make sure you got a lot of money saved up. Even if you lease a used truck or if you buy a used truck, make sure you got money. Because I learned that the hard way. But another thing too is I can't say enough about Blair. They've helped me with this truck from day one. With all the issues that I've had with it, they've helped me. They paid for all the repairs, and I've paid them back. Paid every repair back in full that I've had to do to this truck since I've got it. And I don't owe Blair a dime for any more repairs other than 2 steer tires, and that's like $800 or $900 for my tire discount. So we're doing good. Blair's doing me right, and we're going to continue to stay here at Blair until they give me a reason otherwise. Depending on what freight does this year, we may end up signing a lease on a trailer to get us a trailer and have our own equipment. Trailers are not very expensive a week. It's like $220 a week, which isn't bad. And brand new trailers, you get You can get an East or a Fontaine trailer, aluminum flatbeds, all 53 foot. So, I mean, you know, be an all right deal. I like the East trailer. I like the way they got them set up. So, and I've talked to a couple drivers that have got them, and they say that they're the best pulling trailers that they've ever pulled. So, I don't know. But I really do think that Blair's lease purchase is a good deal. Now, we will continue to do 6-month review videos on this lease because you never know. Something might happen midway through right before I pay it off, and something crazy may happen. So, you guys stay good. Remember, keep the shiny side up, the greasy side down. Watch what you do around the truck, and give us our room and our spaces that we need. And y'all stay safe and be good. We gone. 10-4.